So far down. So far.
Graduates, congratulations. Please proceed.
I genuinely don't think I've ever been this happy in my life. Hello everyone, welcome to Recent and Recycled Thoughts. Now, I actually had a bit of a debate about the name because I was like, do I want it to be Recent and Recycled or Recent Yet Recycled? They're both the same thing, so I've decided to just stick with my original idea. Anyway, the goal with this series for me personally is to just document the thoughts and the things that I am thinking about the most during just the journey, the climb. But basically just a way for me to watch back on the things I did and the steps I took and the things that I was thinking about throughout this period of time. One of my biggest dilemmas recently has been the lack of inspiration that I've found within the own content that I've produced. So recently I went on like a 2-week long trip, which for me was obviously for traveling, but I did go with the goal of documenting it all in the best way that I could. I think I did that, but I just think the way I want my content to be and what I want it to be about, I don't think one of my main sort of focuses or interests or aspirations is travel. Like I love doing it, it's fun, but it's not something that I want to necessarily specifically create content about. Like, for example, if on my Venice video I was sat there and being like, hi guys, I'm going to Venice, this is what it cost, this is what I did, blah 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 blah. I just think there's a level of inspiration that I don't get from that type of content that I've been making, and that I've still got so much of it sat in my like camera roll and just waiting for me to go through it and edit it. But that's also irritating me because it's like I have got content there that I can go through and edit, because to me the best part about doing this is editing. I just love editing things and messing about with it. It's fun. That's what makes me passionate about this job, like this thing that I want to do. That ice cream machine I had one the other day and it was actually banging, but it was £4 for an ice cream. I don't even want to talk about the political and economic state of the world right now. Basically, the whole point of this series, like I said, is just to document what I'm doing during this time. I basically don't feel like I'm at a point where I'm making the exact content that I want to. I think I want my content to be more informative, more compelling, more like just better produced and better thought through. And I think with this travel stuff, definitely, obviously, it's good material and good content to be traveling and whatever. If that was something that I like had my complete heart and soul in, then that would be cool. But I've sort of used that as my focus when in reality that's not something I would particularly want to focus the content that I'm making around. So to me, it's like I've realised I have to pivot and do the opposite of what I thought was working and what I thought I wanted to do and what I thought was just good content to content that actually feels good and inspiring to sit down, produce and make. I think the biggest thing that I've got to learn from this is like elongated satisfaction and gratification. So I'm used to being able to sit and say, for example, edit and film a video in one day. Film it within the day or film it within the days that I'm somewhere that I'm traveling to, and then that's it, that's cool. But I think I want my content to be more investigatory. Girl, I don't know how to say that word. Investigating things. I want it to be more documentary style. I want it to be something interesting and something that what is it that I'm interested in making content about that everyone else is going to be. But then it's also the question of, does it really matter if anyone else is interested? Because if this is what I want to do and it's fun to me and this is what I'm passionate about, then it will gain the traction that it's supposed to, and that's as simple as that. I don't know. I think I'm definitely noticing a massive shift that I want within the content that I'm making, and if I'm going to be serious about this shit, then I've got to do more. And that's not even me being hard on myself. That's me just being for real. Like, I need to live, eat, and breathe this shit because it is all I'm passionate about. I get distracted by different things and other paths that I could go down to almost shy me away from the embarrassment that comes out of doing this slightly. But if I don't it's like embarrassment is the entry point. Like, that's the entry fee to get into this industry and what I want to do. I have to embarrass myself and have 150 subscribers right now. Like, to some people it might look stupid. I don't give a fuck what you think. If you don't want to watch this video, you don't have to watch this video. Not asked. I think I've certainly got a long way to go until I even necessarily figure out and find the exact content that I want to do. All I know is that I want it to change, and to me that's just something that I've got to experiment with and figure out with time. But I think I think pursuing the ideas and trying to make content about what I want to do at the minute is the only thing I can do, because what I've not been doing is creating, because I've not been doing anything or filming anything that I think isn't not necessarily worthy, but exciting for me. Like, sit down and actually edit, and it feels like I'm not. I was definitely breezing through it, like the way I've done my content before. I don't know, I just want it to be more. I want more from myself. All this shit. But there's no rush, do you know what I mean? This is what this is for. This is what this is for. That's my problem. I'm impatient and I need to learn elongated gratification. Or whatever it is. I don't know. Pivot. So let's not talk about the debt that I'm about to get into. Let's not talk about how much my accommodation is going to cost me